Hello folks, this is a MLS Matchday 19 prediction video. One of the Matchday 19 games has been played all course today. New York winning it 4-0 to Atlanta. Wow. But that was the early game, but here are the rest of the games. Let's start. Portland taking on San Jose at 10:30 p.m. Eastern game on Friday. Of course, this is a huge game for both teams. Of course, Portland coming off a massive win at home against St. Louis. Playing San Jose will be tough. I'm going to give this a draw. Give me a 1-1 draw. St. Louis take on LA Galaxy at 4:30 p.m. Eastern game, and this is going to be on Fox. St. Louis coming off a heartbreaking loss in Portland, while for LA Galaxy, they finally got their first win of the season. So motivation is coming in for LA. I think LA wins this, being played in St. Louis in front of a good crowd in St. Louis. I think LA wins it 2-0. New England taking on Cincinnati at 7:30 p.m. Eastern game, and a must-win game for Cincinnati, of course, losing to DC United. So they're going to play a New England team that's climbing up to the standings and having some good results. I'm going to go Cincinnati win again. Give me a 2-1 win against New England. Philadelphia taking on Charlotte at 7:30 p.m. Eastern game. Big game for both, of course, Philly, top of the East. They play a Charlotte team that's going up and down this season, of course. Questions on the manager, of course, player-wise. I'm going to go Philly in this one. It's being played in Philadelphia. Give me Philly winning it 2-0. Columbus taking on Vancouver at 7:30 p.m. Eastern game. Vancouver coming off a huge win at home against Seattle. They got to go to Columbus to take on the Crew, and this should be a real treat. Maybe an early preview of an MLS Cup final, if you can watch that. This should be a fun one, but I'm going to go Columbus. I think they get this. I think it's going to be a huge win. 2-1 will be the final. Chicago taking on Nashville at 8:30 p.m. Eastern game. Chicago's coming off a 7-goal win against DC United. They will welcome Nashville, who again climbing up in the standings. They're the top 5 in the Eastern Conference. This should be a real treat. I'll say that. I'm going to go with Chicago winning it. They get this win 2-1. Houston taking on Montreal at 8:30 p.m. Eastern game, and a huge game for both. Of course, Montreal, fortunately, their season is not going as expected. For Houston, they're at least trying to climb up to the standings to the play-in tournament, play-in spot. I'll go a draw, 0-0. Minnesota taking on San Diego at 8:30 p.m. Eastern game. This should be another treat game between Minnesota in third place taking on second place San Diego. And I'll tell you what, these are two good teams. Of course, San Diego, expansion team. Minnesota's having what I would consider to say their best season so far. Should be a very great treat in this one, but I'm going to go a draw, a 2-2 draw. Kansas City taking on Dallas at 8:30 p.m. Eastern game on Saturday. These games will be huge for Kansas City and Dallas, of course. Trying to climb up to the standings, but for Dallas, it's a huge must win for them. Give me Dallas winning it 2-0. Austin taking on New York Red Bulls at 8:30 p.m. Eastern game. Austin trying to climb up in the standings, of course. For New York Red Bulls, we all thought the expectations was going to be maybe top 3, top 5. They're in that top 10 caliber, or actually out of the top 10 out of the way. This should be a real treat. Being played in Austin, I think the crowd's going to go wild. Give me Austin winning it 2-1. Colorado taking on Orlando at 9:30 p.m. Eastern game. Orlando are trying to end a losing streak. They take on Colorado, who lost to Austin, of course, in a tough loss at home. This should be a real fun one. Give me Orlando winning it 2-1. Real Salt Lake taking on DC United at 9:30 p.m. Eastern game. Unfortunately for DC, losing 7-1. Hearts are broken. Glass are shattered. They're gonna take on Real Salt Lake in this one. Give me Real Salt Lake. They win this 3-0. And that is it for Match Day 19 prediction video. And of course, enjoy the MLS Match Day 19. Hello there. If you have not seen my other sports news videos or my 2025 FIFA Club World Cup preview video, go check them out on my channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell for more sports news.